Morning, everybody. Lindsey and I are out here again in the San Isabel National Forest. Like I told you, I was out scouting earlier in the week, specifically for this weekend, because this is going to be the first time Lindsey has gone out overlanding with me. We're going to be out here just for one night. We're going to do some exploring today, some exploring tomorrow, and then we'll head home. But it's a good way of getting her out of the house and testing it and, seeing how everything goes. Hopefully she enjoys it. But we are out here. We are in a different area than we were on Tuesday when we were out here. I'm not quite sure. There's no true name to this trail. I just kind of built a route on Onyx, and we're just going to follow that route, and it should be a really fun time, and we should end up over where we kind of were on Tuesday. You have to pardon some of the car noise. We are near the road at the start, but we should end up over where we were on Tuesday for camp this evening, and then we will take a different trail out and do other trails tomorrow. So that is the whole plan. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is about 10 o'clock. Started off a little bit later, but it takes about 2 hours to get out here. And Lindsey's not a morning person, so you win some, you lose some. But we're going to start, and it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. So let's not waste any more time. We are aired down, and let's get on trail.
So our journey began off of Colorado Route 9, or Highway 9, right at the entrance to the San Isabel National Forest and the Pikes National Forest, because on one side is the Pikes National Forest, on the other is the San Isabel. And right out the gate, it was muddy. As you can see, it was just kind of muddy, and as we continued on, it would just get worse. But we were super excited. It was going to be a fun time. This was Lindsey's first time out with me in the mainland going overlanding, and so I was determined to try and make it as fun of a time for her as possible, because I wanted her to have fun. If you don't have fun, you never want to do it again, and I want her to continue to want to come out with me, because I absolutely had a fun time with her being there.
So as I kind of said, our route for today is kind of composed of many different routes. I kind of just built it on Onyx. It is up around like 48 miles worth of trails for today, and most of it is going to be more scenic. There might be a few areas that are technical, but I made this more of a easier trip just for Lindsey, because this is her first time out. So I wanted it to be more scenic, not quite as rough, and then later on we will introduce her to more of the rougher stuff. But it's gonna be a fun day. The weather is supposed to be semi-decent, meaning it's not supposed to be any kind of rainy till maybe the evening time, and that could change because we are in the dead smack of the Rocky Mountains, so things could always change. But it should be a good day. It should be fun. It is a lot colder than it was Tuesday, by like 20 degrees right now. Colder. It's only 45. But I'm hoping as the sun tries to get through some of these clouds, it'll warm up. But we will see. And there's a little bit of a breeze, but it's not too bad. And so far, we've maybe driven, I don't know, maybe a mile on the trail, and it has been very nice so far. Very scenic, very pretty. And I'm curious to see how many people we see on the trails, because it is the weekend, it is Saturday. There could be a lot of people in certain spots, there could be no one. So far we've only seen areas where people are camping and lots of trailers, so it tells me there's lots of side-by-sides out running around somewhere. But lots of water. But it's going to be a good day, guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. that, it is super muddy out here. Like, holy cats. There is mud all over the place. So much mud, oh my goodness. We've been passing dirt bikes and side-by-sides. They're stopping to knock the mud off their tires and everything. The Jeep is pretty damn covered in mud. Oh my goodness, it must have rained a lot between, you know, Tuesday and Saturday today, because this was not like this when I was out here on Tuesday. I know I didn't come on this part of the trail, but you know, everything was pretty bone dry. So this is kind of crazy. So we haven't gotten out and done any kind of filming that way, just because we will sink in, because the Jeep is sliding all over the place. However, just getting through all this, oh my goodness, I'm hoping the trails further up are a little bit better, like when we first started. Those trails weren't too bad. These are pretty gnarly. Woo! My goodness. So while we're out here, Lindsey is doing a lot of the filming with the camera. She's jumping in and out of the Jeep. Eventually we'll set up the tripod here and there, but she's doing quite a bit of the filming. I think she's enjoying getting out of the Jeep to go film and everything like that. This is her first like true camping trip out here on the mainland, so it should be a fun time. Don't know if you guys can see them, but there's a deer there and another one right back over there. They were just next to the road. It's nice seeing all the wildlife coming out in the springtime. Look at them just walking like, yeah, I own this forest. to our third trail so far, and it is more of a county road at the moment, but this doesn't last very long, and then we'll turn off onto another basically trail that'll take us back into the National Forest area, because right now we are cutting through pieces of BLM, private property. But it's been a lot of fun. That mud was very thick and it went on for a very long time. Oh my goodness, the Jeep is completely covered in mud except for the back. The back looks like I haven't gone off-road yet, which is pretty funny. But we're having a blast. Lindsay's having a good old time. She's been enjoying it. She's been getting out and filming, taking lots and lots of pictures. But yeah, guys, we are cruising along and it has been awesome so far. And we're only a quarter of the way into the route that I made for the day, which is great because we've only been out here for an hour and a half. So we're gonna keep going along, guys, and see what other trouble we can get ourselves into. Oh, hello, Wild Lindsey.
You drove way further than the first time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not that sorry, but I'm sorry. She said she wanted to walk. I let her walk. I can't win. There's no winning. We found antelope, guys. Look at them go. Yeah, we're on private property again. But because we found the gate and had to open it, we must close it. And there we go. This is fun. So this is just a sliver of private property that we have to cut through to get back into the national forest. And once we get back into the national forest, we're gonna have lunch because it is getting on to 12:30 and we must feed the Lindsey. Otherwise she'll get hangry with me. So we have just finished lunch. It was good. It was a nice little spot. And now we are back on the trails. We still have a few more trails to go across. Got some rocks. We still have a few more trails to get across before we get to where we are planning to camp for the evening. So we got some more miles to conquer, but it's been a fun day so far. And it has been very scenic. We've put down a lot of miles and have seen a lot of different terrain. Now we are back into the pine forest and a little bit more of a technical trail, just kind of climbing up into the mountains more. But we're gonna keep on going, guys. It has been wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And Lindsey has been having a blast. Just tell him.
Yeah. Lots of wildlife to see, which is my favorite.
We're working on the camera shinies. We're getting it. Strange. It's been pleasant, but it's been very strange is that besides the few ATVs we saw at the very beginning, we haven't seen a soul out here at all. And it is a Saturday. Now, my theory is that because we are 2 hours outside of Denver, that people, I guess, didn't want to travel this far out to go exploring. I could be wrong. I know that Overland Expo West is this weekend, so there could be a lot of people there. But it's pretty amazing that we have seen not a soul since we started. So, I don't know, it's been really nice. Just means that I'm hoping that there will be lots of camping opportunities and choices to choose from, and areas that we can choose. So it'll be good. But yeah, we just thought it was interesting that there was nobody out here. But it's very pretty. It's very pretty. Take a look. All right, humans, you suck. This was smoldering with a flame still when Lindsay and I got here. So I had to douse it to make sure it was actually put out correctly because it still had open flame. But this is our campsite. This is really cool. And we got an awesome view. I'm afraid some rain might get us, so we'll see. But yeah, humans, do better. Really, this is why we can't have fires and why the forest catches on fire.
So I was super excited when we got to camp. Lindsay wanted to set up a lot of the things, so I gave her the job of setting up the tent. She's never set up the tent before, and so I had a teaching time where I was just teaching her how that, how the tent got set up, how you open it all, and just kind of my process that I go through when I get to camp. Because on all my trips so far, it has just been me, and so I have my own kind of routine that I go through to set up camp. And so not only was I teaching her how things get set up at camp, we were just kind of creating our own routine together that worked for us, incorporating a little bit of my routine and just incorporating what she wanted to do and learn, and just taking that time to teach her what it is that she wanted to learn, because many things were new to her. And so as she learned and kind of did her own thing, like here I was setting up her privacy tent, while in the tent itself she's setting up the air mattress, the whole setup inside the tent. And it was really nice to have a second pair of hands just kind of sitting there doing her own thing and just setting up everything, so I could worry about one thing and she could worry about the other. And in the end, camp was set up in even less time. We got camp all set up. Lindsay set up the tent. We got everything inside. We got her privacy tent all set up for her. And right now we're just kind of walking around those dark clouds back there. I know I just pointed as we went by a tree. But there are some really dark rain clouds back there that are slowly making their way this way. Oh, there's people there.
Oh.
I guess there's another way up there. And we're going to turn around and walk the other way. There's people back there. Didn't want to interrupt in their campsite. But there's lots of rain clouds. We'll see if that rain actually hits us or not. If it does, we'll just kind of hang out in the tent. Hopefully it'll blow by soon if it does. But for now, we're going to go walk around. It's been a fun day so far. And then later we got to make dinner and just hang out, guys. So the whole purpose of being out here is just to hang out and have a good old time. Relax. Especially since we moved, this is Lindsay's first time being away from the house. So we put her in the wild. The Huey girl's out in the wild. Let's see what happens. So I told Lindsay, let's go for a walk. She said, what's there what's there to kind of see? Everything looks the same. I said, well, you find all sorts of weird things in the wood. Literally, camp, I saw this and was like, what's that sticking out of the log? And it's some form of antler leg.
Probably the same people who did put out the fire.
Yeah, probably the same people that didn't put out the fire. Humans. Why? Just why? Anyways, back to our walk. Let's go see what we can find. What else we can find, I should say, because that's a little disturbing. Oh, okay. Well, it is hailing, guys. I don't know if we can pick it up on the camera. It is definitely hailing. And we have some other cars. That's showing Lindsay some of the other areas around here we could have camped at. But we like ours. So we're heading back to our camp now, just because of the hail, and we don't know what else the weather's going to do. The hail was unexpected. But just as it came, it's now gone. So we'll see. But it is gorgeous, guys. Absolutely gorgeous out here. And nice. Oh, water just hitting the camera. Say hi. Alright guys, here's camp. The Jeep. We got the tent all set up. And there's Lindsay's privacy tent. And yeah, it's a nice little area. And we got, well,
later, hopefully, or we'll have to show you tomorrow. There is a lovely view of the mountain back there, but as you can tell, it's all covered by the clouds. Yeah, guys, it's a nice little area. So we're just gonna kind of hang out for a little bit, see what the weather does, and then we'll either go exploring some more, or we're just gonna continue the chill one, guys. Because that's the whole purpose of being out here, is just to kind of hang out. We got the camp earlier than we were expecting. I wasn't expecting the trails to, you know, I was expecting them to be scenic. I wasn't expecting to be able to, you know, travel them as quickly as we did. It also helps that having Lindsey means taking footage is a lot faster, so didn't quite factor that in. But that's okay. We are perfectly happy with just hanging out and enjoying ourselves out here in nature, guys. That's what it's all about. Well, guys, the weather caught up. It is raining. It's kind of slowed down now a little bit, but it was raining decently hard. And so we're just kind of chilling in the tent. We got it all set up. And this is Lindsey's first time in the tent, so it's just hanging out, having a good time. And then later, hopefully this will all pass and we'll go back out and hang out and make dinner and everything else. All right? But yeah, guys, that's the tent. All nice and set up in here. And I have a roomie this time, which is awesome. The weather has passed at the moment. We got some pork loin that's been marinating, and we got some corn over there, which we'll cook once this gets closer to being done, because I don't want that heating up too fast. Otherwise, Lindsey's broke out the chairs, the sun is greeting us, and we kind of got our view back a little. But we do have all that darkness that's still out there now. I don't know if that's fog, because the past 2 days back home has been foggy, or if that's actually going to be more rain. It looks more foggy, looks more like fog than rain, but we will see. I do not know which one it will be. But we had a nice little time. We took a small nap in the tent. We were, you know, that woo, dropping you. That rain is amazing white noise. Oh my goodness, it was so nice. But yeah, we had a nice little nap in the tent now, because it cleared, making dinner. So by the time this is all done, it'll be like 5 something. Yes, we're old people, we like eating early. But yeah, we're just gonna be cooking away here for a little bit, guys, and then have some chow, and hopefully, I'm hoping that's just fog and we can hang outside the rest of the evening until we want to go to bed. That's the hope. But it is gorgeous, guys. Look at this. Yeah, can't ask for a cooler camp spot at the moment, especially with all this weather. Got the trees. We got an awesome view back there. It's a good day. It's a good day so far.
this was not part of the plan. Having a campfire tonight was not in my plans at all. However, though I doused this out, it was still so hot and the wind was blowing, it was literally just lighting the fire more and more. So for tonight, we are going to have this fire, and then I'm going to take that can and douse the living hell out of this so that this goes out, because the wind was restarting it. This is why we have forest fires, everybody. People can't put their fire out. Though I get to use it tonight, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I was not wanting to have this at all, but I didn't want to dump all my water and have none for the night on this until I was done with it. But the wind wasn't gonna, that slight breeze just keeps blowing through here and restarting the flame, so. People. But I will say this is a view. It is a very nice view to have the fire at the mountains and our camp here. So dinner's done. Got our food. Lindsay's enjoying fire. A pretty view. Good night, guys. Good night. Well, guys, the Jeep definitely got muddy. Cannot say that I do not use it like a Jeep and get it off-road and in the mud. We're going to have, oh my goodness, I got mud even shoved up in there. It was some thick mud that we were driving through. But I'm going to have a fun time washing all that off. Break out the power washer. It's going to need it. Yep, should be muddy. The rain caught up with us. So we put everything away. We're back in the tent, hanging out. Lindsay somehow has a little bit of phone service, so she's playing on her phone. Otherwise, we have our iPad with some movies. We got the heater going. It's because head temperature has dropped at least 15 degrees since this rain caught up. This rain's much colder. But we're still having a lot of fun. We had like about 2.5 hours of just awesome weather. We ate dinner, we had the fire going, I put that out, I doused that thing. And now we're just hanging out, guys. If it goes out, maybe we'll walk outside a little bit afterwards, but otherwise, we're just gonna hang out and enjoy the rain falling on the tent and just our time. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for today. If we go back out later, maybe I'll catch up with you guys again. Otherwise, that is day one on our 2-day adventure, so I will see you guys in the morning.